Hi, this is Matt, and today we're going to go over one of the common concentration calculations in most chemistry courses. So first, let's go over the formula. The formula for concentration is molarity equals the number of moles divided by volume. M with or molarity is the unit we use for concentration. It's equivalent to moles liters to the negative first, or hence the moles divided by the volume. Now, it's very important to remember that the volume has to be in liters. If we are given milliliters, we will have to convert it to liters, as we will see in a later problem. So let's dive in and try a question. What is the concentration of a solution that contains 5 moles of solute and 10 liters of water? So what I would suggest you do first, whenever you get one of these problems, is immediately write M equals N over V. And then write out the values that are given. So here we're told that N, or the number of moles, is 5 moles, and that the volume is 10 liters. Now remember, we have to check that's in liters, and in this case it is. Once we've identified what we're finding and what values are given, we could plug into the formula. So here I've replaced the number of moles with 5 moles, and I've replaced the volume with 10 liters. I then solved the equation. I used the calculator, although this you could do mentally if you're able to, and I got that the molarity, or the concentration here, is 0.5 molar. I know it may be a little confusing at first how the symbol used is also the unit, but over time you'll get used to that. So here we're going to try another question similar to the last. There are 7 moles of iodine minus ions in a solution of 1.4 liters of water. Find the concentration. Now, if you think you could do this on your own, feel free to pause the video. If not, we'll go through it. So first, I wrote the equation, molarity equals number of moles divided by volume. Then I wrote down what the question gave us, which was that the number of moles is 7 and that the volume is 1.4 liters. Now it's in liters here, so no conversions are necessary. So now that we've identified all of our variables, we're ready to plug in. M equals N over V, so we could say molarity equals 7 moles divided by 1.4 liters. And plugging that into a calculator, we get that our molarity, or concentration, of this solution is 5 molar. Hopefully this makes sense. We're now going to move on to finding other variables using the same equation. Now that we've determined how to calculate concentration, now we're going to be given a concentration, and we're going to go over how to calculate the volume of the solution. So we're going to try it by using this question. In a 5 molar solution, there is 3 moles of NH4 plus ions. What is the volume? So like always, we're going to write the formula M equals N over V, and we're going to write our givens. We know that the number of moles is 3 moles, and that the concentration or molarity of the solution is 5 molar. Now you'll see here, instead of writing M equals N over V, I put that volume equals the number of moles divided by molarity. Using a little bit of algebra, we could rearrange the formula to set it equal to whatever variable we want, in this case volume. I would advise doing that way less math mistakes are made. So plugging in our givens, we get that volume is equal to 3 moles divided by 5 molar. Doing this division gives us that the volume of this solution has to be 0.6 liters. This time we're going to try a question where we're given both the volume and the concentration, but now they want us to find the amount of moles. So first I'm going to write my formula, M equals N over V, and write my givens. So first, we know that volume is 500 milliliters. Now, as said earlier, we have to use liters. If we use milliliters, our calculated value will not be correct. So remember that there's 1,000 milliliters in 1 liter. So to get liters, we would divide the milliliters by 1,000. Here, 500 divided by 1,000 is 0.5. So instead of using the 500 milliliters, we will use 0.5 liters in our equation. And then the concentration is given to us at 2 molar. Once again, you'll realize that I've rearranged m equals n over v to something else. Here it's molarity times volume equals the number of moles, because we could cross multiply, and that's what we would get. And then we just have to plug in. N equals 2 molar times 0.5 liters, and that will give us that the amount of moles in the solution is 1. If this doesn't make sense, watch this area again before going on to the next question, as we'll expand upon this a little. So now we're going to try this question. How many grams of Na plus ions are in a 3 molar solution with a volume of 0.6 liters? The molar mass of Na is 23.0 grams per mole. So you'll realize here we're not looking for moles, but instead they want us to find grams. This is very practical if we're in the laboratory, where we can't precisely measure out just moles. We would have to know how many grams are in a mole. But we're going to start the problem as we usually would, by writing m equals n over v and writing our givens. So our volume is told to us as 0.6 liters. It has the correct units. And then our concentration is given to us as 3 molar. So just like the last problem, I rearranged to get that the number of moles is equal to concentration times the volume. Plugging in our value of 3 molar and 0.6 liters, we get that there are 1.8 moles of Na plus ions in the solution. But we're not done yet because they want us to find grams, and right now we have moles. So now we just have to convert that value for moles to grams. So here the molar mass is given to us as 23.0 grams per mole. If it wasn't given to us, we just have to look at a periodic table, most likely provided in a reference table, to get that value. And we would multiply the gram formula mass or molar mass by the amount of moles. So here we multiply 1.8 moles by 23.0 grams per mole, and that will give us 41.4 grams, and that is our solution. If we added 41.4 grams of something with Na to 0.6 liters, we would get a 3 molar solution. Okay, now that we've gone through all the concepts in this video, here are 3 practice questions. I encourage you to pause the video and try them on your own, and the answers will be provided on the next slide for you. Okay, so if you tried the questions, the answer to the first one was 2.5 molar, the answer to question 2 was 6 grams, and the answer to question 3 was 2 liters. If you did get these, great job. If not, feel free to watch the video again, or you may leave a comment with any questions below the video, and I will get back to you as quickly as possible. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.